Hello everyone, this is Zhongli. Today I'm going to talk about electronic sports. Some people think that electronic sports are computer and online games. This is a mistake. After my speech, you will have a new understanding that electronic sports are sports events. The electronic sports use high-tech hardware and software as sports equipment for intellectual confrontation between players and players. Through exercise, the players can practice and improve the ability of thinking, the ability of response, eye-eye coordination, and so on. The electronic sports has two basic elements. One is electronic, the other is athletic. The electronic refers to using informational technology as the core of hardware and software, as well as by its environmental to create. This is similar to traditional sports in corresponding equipment and venues. For example, the basketball sports have basketball and the court. The track and field has the runway and bunkers and so on. In the esports, all the things depend on the informational technology, and this is the main difference between the esports and the traditional sports. Another element, aesthetic, refers to the essential characteristic of the sports. The confrontation and games are the basic feature. As the sports, they should have a high degree of skills and regularity. The players can technical and tactical must pass the rigorous training to improve. And there are some characteristics about the e-sport. One is the fairness and the balance. A serious imbalance between the different roles cannot become a competitive sport, and cannot organize the basic coordination of the competition. The second one is the digging depth and measurable. To come up with those 18th NES game double confrontation, they also have good balance, but too simple cannot meet the needs of the esports nowadays. The third one is health and competition. The health and positive. The fundamental meaning of sports are to practice the fundamental meaning of the sports are to practice the human body and the brains, and people get happiness. Some people may think that electronic sports are online games. I will give you some idea to clear different from each other. Esports and online games can also called electronic sports, but they are two different things. First of all, from the point of nature, the esports are sports and the traditional sports are fun games. The traditional sports is the purpose of the traditional sport is the purpose of online game is to create a virtual world. The players in the virtual world will have a new society. The society has its own variety of laws, and the players must comply with that. Online games based on the simulation and the role playing, they do not need the skills of game. For the esports, if you want to win and get good grade, you must have hard and training to improve the ability, the gaming skills. From the point of technical, there are two different environmental and careers. Online games cannot exist without the internet, but esports depend on the local area network. The internet is just used as a means of entertainment and training. In addition, there also have some difference on software profitable means and the way of operate. The online games accord the game time to play. The generation profits will divided by the game developers and the operators. For the esports, you can just pay one-time fee on this game and have competitions and entertainment forever. The organizers of esports competition will get profit with no relationship between the game developers and operators. Some people may think that the esports are computer games. Since they are computer games, the players will spend much time on it. Who has this misunderstanding? The answer is parents. The parents think that their children will have not enough time on study and have no future. Why they have this thought? Because the advantage of gaming industry has not reflected. The parents do know the benefit of the esports. We can do something to deal with that problem. Using media such as TV and the internet to report the esports competitions and let people participate in it. Then more people will know much about the esport, and then this problem will be disappear. Everything has two sides. The esport is also the same. The esports will not. The positive point is that esport will not last a long time on each round, and players will not become addicted. There are no virtual social characteristics in the esports, and the players will not easily mix their own emotional factor in the game. The culmination victory of this game is not rely on how long you play this game, but the ability of thinking, responsibility, and so on. So you don't need to sit in front of the computer all day to improve the level of character. You just need to improve the ability. The second point is promote physical cultural knowledge. For example, the football fans can easily win on football games than non-football fans. Participating in this sports can improve understanding and professional competence and from positive interaction. The third one is that improve the ability of players in real life. In esports, we can learn the leadership, teamwork, and adopt the society. Because our society become an informational society, it is important to cultivate the ability to adopt as a child. The fourth one is participate in the international competitions and get the honor for your country. This point is optional. The negative point is that excessive participating will harm for your body. If you play a long time, your body will become very tired. Just like excessive sport exercise, this will harm for your body and psychological. The second negative point is that the content of the esports cannot be controlled. Some games has not been approved. They are full with violence and bloody, and endanger the physical and mental health of young people. As a new production, esports has not been developed completely, but I wish it become more and more successful.